Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. So good. Let's start the day out right with a big drink. There we go. I'm going to set it on my Corbiere-Scott Designs coaster. There's only a few left. So if you're interested, now's the time. Okay, if you are brand new here, if you would like, follow, comment, subscribe, share, and Corbiere-Scott Designs across your world, I would greatly appreciate that. On the following social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and then ask to join our private Facebook group, Stitch Along with Anne Facebook group, and Anne Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook group. So, all the things that we are playing with that are art designs, you can purchase from AnneCorbiere-ScottDesigns.com. So we're using the, I'm going to start out with a little warm-up from the brand new Flower Fodder 1 art principle. And then we're going to move on to utilizing some of my artsy washi tape, which is set number 3 that we're going to be playing with today. And that is also available on my website. So let's go. So I told myself that I was going to, I wanted to do a trio of these vermilion flowers. We did this one in a past pop-up paint party, and I thought, let's do 2 more so I have like a little bit of a cluster build. So I'm going to just continue to fill these with color. This is a good warm-up. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's good for my brain to warm up, like get all my gears going in there. So I'm just going to, I thought this might be a good way for us to start our classes with just a little artsy warm-up. Like anything, right? Like any kind of activity, we should always warm up. So we should warm up artistically too. So let's start incorporating that as part of our artsy process. So just always have, you know, a sheet of art printable that you can fill with color so that you can, remember we talked before about filling our artsy parts box. So mine is a cigar box, but we just have, it's just going to be filled with artsy fodder that we can use in future projects. Okay, so look at that, kind of went on dark. So I'm going to need to work on blending that out. Remember, if your pencil is pointy, you're going to get crisp lines, but if your pencil is rounded, you're going to get, that's blending bless. But if you happen to turn your pencil ever so slightly, and you're not on the flattened area, you're going to get sharp lines. So that happens, and you know, we are worth our salt, and so we can make that work, right? So just continuing to fill these petals. I always have a sheet of something printed, usually whatever my latest art printable is. So I have another sheet of these flowers already printed on copy paper and watercolor paper so that I can just, sometimes when I just sit down at my desk, this kind of gets all my wheels turning. And as I'm coloring, you know this, you start to think, oh, you know what I need? I need some flowers for that one page, or what could I do to, enhance a background that I have? Like, what can I start to build? And that's kind of how I look at it, like we're building artsy parts, you know? There we go. I'm starting, like, and here's the thing that happens in my noggin. As I'm laying down some color, I'm starting to think about, me too, Keels. I'm just digging my colored pencils. Like, I told myself I was going to try to pull out something that we haven't used in a while and just do a deep dive. So maybe next week we'll do colored pencils again, or maybe I'll dig around in my stuff and see something else that we haven't used in a while. You never know. I think we should go by how we're feeling. I feel like colored pencils are just this unsung hero. I just love my colored pencils. As you can see, I've had this set since 1980. The beginnings of this set started in probably 86. Okay, so so now I have this vermilion, which is a different vermilion, but let's start to pull that out. This is much deeper and much redder. So I am barely touching my paper. You know how I like to do a slow build. But we always deepen right where the petal meets the center. And let's go up the sides. I put my pencils away, which you should be proud of me because oftentimes they're just laying on my desk. But I put my pencils away, so then this morning I had to kind of guess, like, what colors was I using? I think I got them all. We'll see. We'll see. Sorry. You just disappeared from my screen on yes, absolutely, Keels, on my iPad. But they do make you slow down, which is a good thing, right? Art should be a slow, kind of a slow burn process. I think I want to get some orange in there. There we go. It's going to add some cool dimension, I think. And like I said, I am no pressure on these pencils. I'm just letting the color just kind of slowly build. And I'm incorporating that swirly blend. I have a nephew who's a drummer. And he's quite talented and has been a drummer like his whole life. Anyway, I read this thing this morning. I had read this thing about drumming. I'm always sending him things about drumming, and how, like some classic drummers, he and I have tremendous musical conversations, as you can imagine, and send each other musical recommendations. I thought I had over here, I have a reddish orange. I'm feeling like that might be more where I want to go. Yeah, I'm feeling like that might be. So let's blend that out. So we send each other music-y kind of, texts, or we forward things to each other, or, that kind of thing. Anyway, I saw this thing this morning, and it was for a music program that teachers can. I just thought this was fascinating. And I haven't had a child in school in a long time, so kind of out of the loop of that kind of thing. But dig this. So there's a program that teachers can bring into their schools via the internet, right? So the kids watch these videos, but they're very interactive. So it's not like they're just sitting at their desks watching TV. So it was a classroom of, I would say, probably like kindergartners. Good morning, Carm. Because they were quite small. Anyway, so on the screen there were these two teachers, and they had drumsticks in their hands, and they were drumming on exercise balls. And so now I'm turned my pencil, so I'm getting more of a sharp line when I come in to do some deeper, when I'm starting to really build my dimension. And this time I'm putting a little bit of pressure, but not much. I just want to get those defining lines. Right? So anyway, the teachers were drumming on those, those big inflatable exercise balls. And the kids were not lined up, but they were standing behind their chairs, and they each had drumsticks also. And they would follow the pattern. Good morning. Hi, Vic. Oh, how exciting. Oh, I love a football game. I'm sure we will be watching Thursday night football this evening. I don't even know who plays. It doesn't really matter. We just have fun watching it. So anyway, the kids were following the lead of the teachers, and they would drum like the top of the chairs or the sides of their chairs. But what was fascinating was what was written under the post. It said that research says that drumming, just like aerobic exercise, increases heart rate and blood flow, while simultaneously engaging both the rational left side of the brain, and the creative, the intuitive right side of the brain, hemisphere of the brain. How amazing is that? I loved that. I loved learning that. I loved, no way! That's so cool, Vic. That's so cool. That's awesome. So I'm going to add some more of this deeper color down here at the base of the petal. Let's build up down the sides. I forgot to do that over here. So I did a little bit there, I guess. And you know, these, because I have all different manner of colored pencils in my can here, some of them are waxier than others, so I just kind of, you know what, I don't care. I just color with like colors that I like, you know. I do find, I should say, colored pencils, you don't have to buy like the very top of the line colored pencil. But if you have like Rose Art colored pencils, which are kind of the most reasonably priced ones, you're going to find that you're going to need to apply more color to achieve value. Not value like value of your money, value like shades of color. So I'm just adding that. And you see I'm using like 3 different colors of colored pencil. But here's the other thing. You could do this same thing with just one colored pencil and adjusting your pressure. Here we go. That. This one seems deeper, doesn't it? I feel like I might need more of this orangey red color. Build that a little bit. And I keep turning my pencil so I keep having a kind of a sharper area. I don't want to go as far as sharpening my pencil because that's going to give me a super sharp point. But if I turn, if you've colored with colored pencils, you know that the end varies, right? There's more, some areas are flat, some areas are a little bit more pointy. Use those to your advantage. And like I said, just keep building that color. Just keep little by little. Okay, now I think I want to come in with the orange and see what I can get by just doing some good thinking, Keels. Everybody take a drink. There we go. So I hope everyone is coloring along, warming up their creative brains. We're not drumming, but we can warm up our creative noggins, right? Build, 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 build. I saw something yesterday, I talked about yesterday, I should say, in my stitch along that I thought, oh, maybe I'll talk about that too. Then I thought, no, if people want to hear it, they can go over and watch my stitch along. There we go. Look at that build. just with that, with the sharper end, right, of the pencil. It's okay to have some lines. If your lines feel a little too severe, you can always blend them out with that circly blend. But if you've got a pretty decent base of color down, and you're using 3 harmonious colors, you should be fine. Or if you're using just the same color. So see, this one came out a little dark. So I'm just going to come back in and do that circly blend and soften it. And those deeper lines will start to form some really cool texture in the petals, and I don't know, there's just something magic that happens when I do that. And we're all about the magic, right? Keep turning, turning, turning till I get kind of a sharper side. So you see I'm just starting to, I don't know, I think you can see that. I'll show you in a second. Where I'm just starting to pull some lines up. There. You see how I pulled some deeper lines out those petals? There we go. And that just adds like this beautiful form and dimension. So now let's talk about the centers. This one we did 3 shades of green. Remember, we did like a deeper green and then lime peel, of course. And then I think we did this light olive, if I'm remembering correctly. But I thought this one, what if we do like some randoms? So there's kind of all kinds of dimension going on. And if it's a small dot like this, you might need to apply some pressure to get some, so that the color really shines through. Like you can really notice it, I guess. Stop it right now, Vicky. That is amazing. That is amazing. Keels, the man who made us delicious pecan pies. Okay, now let's come in. I think I'm going to use green ochre for this one. Here we go. During last year's retreat, oh my gosh, it's so funny, Kills, isn't it? During last year's retreat, Vicky's husband made little individual pecan pies for everybody at the retreat. It was amazing. I'm telling you, my retreat is, I've told somebody recently, maybe Keely, I don't know. It's so much more than art. It's about building community and building yourselves. And the art is art as self-care. And so if you are thinking about it, I have a few spots left, not very many. I think 2 or 3. Go check it out on my website under featured classes. January 30th through February 2nd. So check it out. Okay, this lightest. Oh, I love that. That's really pretty too, isn't it? That's so funny. It's looking really close to lime peel, isn't it? Oh well. Come in with that deeper shade one more time. That ochre. Ochre's kind of a fun color to have in your arsenal because it, yes, and if you'd like one of Vicky's husband's pecan pies, she just said she put in the order for January. Yee. I'm telling you, almost everybody brought something fun to share, whether it was a skill or a something tangible. Like 2 girls brought all kinds of old stamps. That was super cool. Keely brought all kinds of funky old papers. Like, I think I got some that were in Chinese. It was, oh my gosh, so many things. It was great. It was great. So if you are considering it, know that there's only a few spots left. Okay, I think I need to finish this one and then we'll start on today's project. Well, this was today's project too, wasn't it? I think I'm gonna kind of do the same thing where I just do random colors in here. I think that like adds to the funkiness. And you know we're all about the funkiness. And no, Keely and Vicky are already signed up, and Carm. Stephanie has agreed to make our special treats every day. I'm so excited about that. I asked my friend Brandy's sister, who's a tremendous baker, to make us something special every day. My idea was that I wanted every day to be like, oh, Tam, I didn't see you here. Good morning. Tammy was one of the mail bringers, one of the people who brought all kinds of funky stamps and envelopes, and oh my gosh, everybody brought something. It was the best. Lori brought her yoga stretches. Oh my gosh. We just built this community that, oh my goodness. It was just 4 glorious days. Anyway, my idea was I wanted every day for people to feel like they received an order from Etsy. You know how when you get an order from Etsy, if you've ever ordered from Etsy, you open it and you just feel so, the presentation is so amazing. You just feel so special. And that's what I wanted everybody to feel, so special. And it was, oh my gosh. So that's why we had like a tremendous treat every day. We had a new gift from a sponsor. We had, oh my gosh, it was the best. This one got a little, and don't you think her treats were just amazing, you guys? She put so much thought into not only the her tremendous baking skills. Every day was a different treat, but the presentation of her treats. Like the first day was a banana pudding, and it was in this little container that had a chess cookie on the bottom, and then pudding and bananas in the middle, and then a chess cookie on the top, and then you did. I'm just talking about it. And then we were talking about Stephanie's treats, Susan. Susan was there last year too. She's the other one who brought stamps. Everybody brought something. It was the best. It was the best. Anyway, Stephanie's presentation was just as amazing as her baked treats. And I was just telling everyone, Susan, that she has agreed to make us new treats this year. So exciting! I know, I had to go on a sugar detox after, but I wasn't going to miss out on any of it. Nobody else was either. Okay. I'm going to finish up this and then we'll start on today's art journaling entry. And you know when you have an idea in your head that you pray comes out? That's kind of where I'm at today. I have this idea, and I've even drawn a little sketch. You know I like to draw my little sketches. I have this idea of how I want it to be. So let's see if it happens. So I'm just going to continue to color the outside edge of these petals. And then I'll start on today's, the continuation from Tuesday's project. And I'm sure I will work on these a little bit more. But anyway, there we go. That was fun. And it warmed up my noggin. How about yours? Okay, so I'm going to take our art journal. And we are going to find an empty page. Oh, don't forget to save your fruit and vegetable stickers and fill a page. That means you're going to be eating lots of fruits and vegetables, which can only be good for us, right? Let's find a blank page. Okay, I have a blank page right here. Maybe I'll go back a little further. Let's do it here. Okay, so do you remember we did 4 writing implements that were on my washi tape, right? On the set number 3, we did 4 writing implements and we colored them with colored pencils because we're kind of on a roll. And then I did a strip of the other washi tape that is in that set that is in set 3 that contains all the flowers that are in these writing implements. So I'm going to trim this off. And remember we attached the washi tape to white paper so that it had a really nice bright background. I don't always do that, but sometimes I do. Okay, here I have this ripped edge and I'm kind of digging that. So I'm just going to kind of cut around the ripped edge and trim this last little bit along this edge. Okay, so this, remember I wanted to cut this end off because it was kind of cruddy. Let's see if I scoot up a little bit so you can see. So I want this raw edge to kind of be sort of prominent. So I think I'm going to cut right here. I'm going to adhere that to my page, right? And I think I'm going to use some wet glue for this because this is kind of heavy, right? Because it has a layer of washi tape and a layer of copy paper, which isn't heavy, but I want a strong hold. So I'm just going to put some of my art glitter glue. Did you know art glitter glue is right here in Arizona, right here in Cottonwood, Arizona, which is the cutest town. And a little bit more. And I love their glue. They sell so many glitters. And if you are ever in Arizona and you get the chance to go to Cottonwood, do it. It's amazing. And there's the best place for breakfast. Keely and our friend Krista and I ate breakfast there. Carm, what's the name of that breakfast place? It's amazing, Susan. It's amazing. It was just like the glitter galore was just, and like all different kinds of glitter, like glitter for clothing and glitter for your body and glitter for art projects. They hit, oh my gosh. And like every size of glitter, and oh my gosh, it was amazing. Crema. Is that the name, Carm? The restaurant that we had the most amazing breakfast. La Crema. There you go. It was, oh my gosh. So Susan, make a day of it. Go to the, and there's some really cool like antique places up there. And then have breakfast or lunch at La Crema. Oh my gosh. Oh, yay. That's awesome, Keels. Okay, so here's my idea. So now I want to put these writing implements up here. I want to have them all pointing down. Oh my gosh, there's so many cool things. And like there's lots of like fun little boutique shops, and you know I love me a fun little boutique shop. We went to the, what did I get? Oh, we found this place that had, Carm likes the, there's lots of wineries. And you know, I told you, Carm drinks real wine, not like, $3 Moscato like me. That's kind of just glorified Kool-Aid. I'm not really a big drinker, but, oh my gosh. It's just the most darling little town. It's just the most darling little town. Oh, you know what? Now I'm thinking I need to put this one. Oh, do I have a little wiggle room? I do. Okay, that one there. And then this one. And then the paintbrush. I know. Carm, let's go to Cottonwood. Let's plan a trip. Let's plan a field trip. Just for fun. So Tam, when are you going to be here? October 9th through the November 3rd. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you. That's much more. Yes, Keels. We went to a honey store. It was, oh my gosh. Don't you love it? There was lots of boutique stores. I bought, are you ready for it? I'm dating myself, but I know I'm amongst friends who are probably right around my age. Do you remember lip potion? I bought lip potion and some crazy gum, and you do, Keels. We need to plan a trip so that you and Carm can drink your wine, and I'll be your designated driver. Everybody take a drink. Okay, so here's my thought. I was kind of, I've kind of had Matisse on the brain lately. There you go, Valerie. We'll make it a whole thing. So, here's where I'm going with this. Yes, Tam. Tam's much more of a drinker than me, too. I am the odd one out. Okay, so here was what I dreamed up. So I'm going to take my colored pencil that was a color that and I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to go here, here, here. Ooh, there you go, Keels. Here, 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 here. And I'm going to land on something that's that color, right? And that's not to say I can't I can't work on the composition of this. Well, the composition is down, but the thickness and all of that. Okay, now this one is the pink, and I want to do a pink that is bold enough that it's going to show up. There we go. Right? And now we have that, oh, that ruby red. I just love that ruby red. And now we could do that. And that one I can't get to there, but I know what I'm doing. Sometimes. Sometimes I do. And then this one, I'm gonna come here and go. Look at, don't these look Matisse-like? These lines. And I'm just filling the space. There we go. So see, here was my here was my first sketch where I put them all over, and I was like, no, this was my next one. So now I'm going to take this idea and I want to make my lines just a little bit bolder, almost neurographic. Do you know what I mean? Lots of thicks and thins. Right? So I can bring that out there. Remember, if you make a mistake, you can make it work. I promise you can make it work. So I'm just kind of tracing my line, but while I do that, I am enhancing it, so to speak. Right? And then I'm going to come back and fill that in. Does this give you insight into my crazy mind? My crazy dreams? Turn, turn, turn. Turn your pencil. Get a different vibe going. You guys, I'm loving it. That town, oh my gosh, that town. That town and Jerome. I love Jerome too. It had like darling little shops, and they had lots of potters there. And if you happen to be like me and watch the Great Pottery Throwdown, then you're just all about it. Just all about it. Oh, don't forget to mark your calendars. We're going to have a special pop-in paint party on Saturday at 9 o'clock right here for National Coloring Day. Wait till you... I drew some brand new flowers. Because you know, flowers. For our coloring page that we're going to add to our art journal. And Sunday, we're going to have another special pop-in paint party, as it is International Dot Day. And you know, we always pay artsy tribute to both of those days annually. So I can't wait to rock on, Valerie. I'm telling you, that crayon class, you are never going to look at a box of crayons the same. And all the techniques that I shared, you can, take that class and you'll be totally addicted to them. Because there's so many artsy things that you can do with crayons. Oh, so jelly printing enthusiasts, I wanted you to know that I saw this morning that our friend Brigitte has, she was a product designer for a French stamp company that did the most amazing stamps. I have lots of their texture plates, and oh my gosh, their stuff was so amazing. And they did stencils too. Anyway, and I'm trying to remember the name because I don't want to myrtleize it, but it started with C. Anyway, they went out of business last year, and our pal was one of the designers. Well, she has now partnered with Stencil Girl Products and has created a line of, she's just begun her line of Stencil Girl. And if you know anything about Stencil Girl, the reason I love Stencil Girl is, number one, they have superior products, but also their artists earn commission. And not all companies do that. And that's how you can so like every time you buy one of my stitchery patterns from Adorn It, I earn a commission. That's how you can continue to be a working artist, is to have your work licensed. And that's a whole thing. But oh my god, you guys, this is looking exactly how it looked in my brain. Anyway, so she has a new line of stencils. So visit Stencil Girl today and check out her new line. I've already placed my order, of course. It is the way it should be. Confetti crayons. That was a set that Tessa told me, Carm, that was at Dollar Tree. It's a little set of 8 confetti crayons. They look like ordinary crayons, but they're not. They're very cool. They're very, very cool. Speaking of Back to Art School 102 is open for registration. In that class, we are going to take a deep dive. So all of these classes are art that you can create with, oh my gosh, you guys, it's so what I wanted it to be. Are all, oh, there you go. There you go. Are all like back to school art supplies that people think are just for children, but I'm telling you, you can make art with them. So in Back to Art School 102, we're going to be playing with swirl colored pencils, and you know, rainbow pencils are all the go, and there's so many things that you can do with them. Highlighters and Elmer's glue. So just think about my brain and Elmer's glue. I'm telling you, I'm going to make so many cool things with all 3 of those products. So now my space is a bit tighter, so I'm not going out quite as far, but I'm feeling like I could do down there a little bit and out there a little bit. Yeah. There a little bit. Because I want it to kind of fill. Remember I told you I want it kind of neurographic, where it just kind of fills the space. Just little by little. Okay, what else is on my little sheet to talk about? The retreat, back to art school 102. National Coloring Day, International Dot Day, Stencil Girl products, drumming. Oh, I listened to 2 new. I talked about this yesterday in the Stitch Along, and I've come across 2 new artists. You know, I'm always looking for new music to listen to. So maybe you've heard of these people, but I just kind of happened upon them in the last little bit. So the first song that I want you to look for and listen to is called Stargazing by Miles Smith. And the second one is Too Sweet by the Macaron Project. Both darling songs. So I'm going to color on this, and then we'll do the comfort book, and then I'll come back to this. I wanted this to be really funky and organic, and I think my dream is coming true. Stop it. So cute. It's magic when it happens, isn't it? Don't you love those days that magic happens in your art journal? That's so crazy, because I looked at it. That's so crazy. Was it crayons or colored pencils? Colored pencils. And they were Crayolas, I presume. If they were at Walmart, I would assume that they're Crayola. Although I've seen Prismas sometimes at Walmart. And here's the thing, even though, like, once I get the color down, I can certainly add to the line work, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, everybody take a drink. Today went incredibly fast, didn't it? I can't believe we're almost at the end of our time together. Okay, let's just open to a page. Live in the raw. The true challenge we face is to look at ourselves and the world honestly, to see what wounds are there so we can help heal them, not to flinch, not to spend our life wrapped in denial and trying to avoid pain, not to avoid feelings, but as Buddha writer Pema Chodron put it, the most fundamental harm we can do to ourselves is to remain ignorant by not having the courage and the respect to look at ourselves honestly and gently. Healing means to live in the raw. Come on, you guys. That was good, wasn't it? That was good. Okay, now we get to use this fun color, ruby red. So let's see. Go here. 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 And then I kind of changed trajectory. So I'm going to go here. And then here. And here. And oh, maybe let's extend out a little bit here. And here. And then let's go here. There. There. Let's go over here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. There we go. Well, I hope everybody goes out and listens to some new music today while they're coloring in their art journal. I hope that oh my gosh, you visit my website and look and see what's there. Like I said, all of my past classes are available for purchase. All of my art printables are available for purchase. Remember to mark down Saturday for National Coloring Day. I have a new art printable just for that will be free. And it'll be in the freebies section. So while you're there, I hope you check it out. Check out any art printables that maybe you haven't gotten yet. Oh, and Sunday is International Dot Day. So we will celebrate as we do every year. Remember to open your newsletter tomorrow. And go out and make some art today. I'm telling you. It makes all the difference. It makes all the difference. When I have days that I don't, which is rare, but sometimes I just can't. I just have this deep longing for it. I miss it so tremendously. Oh my gosh, you guys! I'm loving it so much. I am. So this is so fun. Well, thanks, Valerie. That's awful kind. Thank you. Go out a little bit there. And I can't wait to see all of yours. I can't wait to see what you all create. Seriously. That makes me so happy. I love to see how your creative brains work. Because everybody comes to art with their own life experiences and their own sensibilities. So you just never Hey, Deb. I am just finishing up, so you'll have to watch the replay. But you'll have fun. And I can't wait to see what you do with this idea. So, I will be right here coloring. I really need to, I have some Christmas designs that I need to send to adorn it today. Today. Yes, Vicky, travel safe. And, keep it in touch. We want to know. And, I bet you we will be tuning in. Tell them we say hey. CBS. You mean CVS? Or were you at the were you at the TV station? Or were you at the drugstore? Two totally different things. I have to finish that artwork because Go Choctaw, you're right. Go Choctaw. Christian Bible study, all right. Not the TV station. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Well, I hope you had a good time. And I think you're going to have a good time with this art journaling page. You're going to have yourself a time. I can't stop, you guys. I can't stop. So if you are watching this on the replay, please be sure to comment #replay so we know you were here. If you want to comment or, chat about anything, please just leave us a comment. We love to keep the conversation going. And so, Deb, I was just talking about jelly printing. Go to Stencil Girl Products. Our friend Bridget just started as a new stencil designer for Stencil Girl. And so she has a set out right now. And the theme is Rainbow is my favorite. Stop it right now. So you know I ordered that. I already placed my order. Now it's all of your turns. And Stencil Girl products are they're just amazing. They are. Well, I will say, all of the stencil companies that I work for, or work with, the Crafters Workshop, Stencil Girl, these are all the ones that I play with. Those are the big two in my, I've worked with the Crafters Workshop for years. If you've watched any jelly printing videos, she is from, oh my gosh, Sammy, be quiet. I want to see those northern lights again in my life. I just took for granted that I would see them my whole life when I was little. Joggles. Yes, I love all of those. The companies I support, as far as I know, are good corporate citizens, good small business citizens. I try to, oh my gosh, you guys! Oh, and I have even more ideas. More ideas. So, be sure to make your writing implements page today. I'm dying to see. I know. I don't go home until the end of September, like the 26th, 27th, that time period. So I'm hoping, because my dad's a complete night owl, so I'm hoping that I can get him to go drive to a dark spot and we can look for him. And I have that app on my phone about Northern Lights. I want to go to Iceland so bad because I want to see them there where they're brilliant, and Alaska and all the places. Because Jeff had talked about going to Iceland around now, and I said, no, we have to go during the dark months. We got to go during the dark months, not the light months. Oh, Sammy, Debbie lives in Minnesota. So anyway, go out and make it. I just keep yammering, so I will zip it. Don't forget to open your newsletter tomorrow, and go out and make it a tremendous Thursday. We all have the power, and remember how much I adore you all. Thanks, everybody.